Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Divided Nation Show. So once again, we are ZHAN, Jerome, Jordan, and Caramel, also known as
Caramel?
Mixed Caramel. So my topic today is gonna be an interesting one, well, hot topic in my mind. And the topic is, have you ever been sent to the friend zone? Also, have you ever sent anybody to the friend zone? And in the same respect, how do you, if you can, get out of the friend zone?
This is like the DC Comics negative zone kind of thing, right?
Sure.
So I don't want to talk about it.
That's easy. Yes, I'm pretty sure we all have.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we all have put someone there. To get out of it, you just get the fuck out of that situation. Because that's pretty much it.
Please,
if they don't want to,
please elaborate.
If they don't
from
have
first yes to the last yes.
So start with the
first yes,
being in the friend zone.
So tell us a story. You've been in the friend zone. You've been put into the friend zone. And how did that make you feel?
Well, sad because I was very sexually frustrated at that point.
Okay, how old were you?
Put a lot of effort in. Early teens, I don't know. 14,
Okay.
15. No, it'd probably be 16, I think. 16, 17.
And did you get out of that friend zone? Whether it's to reach over to the relationship zone?
No, I kind of
cut off.
I cut it off, call it quits.
Okay.
Like, they can still be friends, but I'm just kind of like, all right, I gotta focus my efforts somewhere else because I'm a growing boy.
Which is fair.
All right. We need our milk.
Fantastic.
All right. So, how many times have you put someone into the friend zone?
I honestly can't remember. It might have been 2 or 3 times.
Wow. How did they feel about that?
The first time I was at a summer camp,
Yeah.
I didn't even speak to the girl before, and apparently I heard I was like 13 or 12. There's a girl that was had the hots for me. It's like, that's cool. I have like 4 girls over here that are talking to me, so I'm going to stay with them.
Oh. It's pretty cold.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
It's not easy, man. It's a line of dances that last night. The second one would be in high school. It was a girl I was going after. Her friend was into me. I was like, and it was cool. I was friends with her, but I was like, no, I'm staying over here. I don't want to ruin that opportunity. And then I really don't remember after that. I think that's it. It's probably twice.
Okay. So like you said, how's the best way for you to get out of the friend zone? Let's say you're saying the best way is to just cut it off and start anew, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for anybody who can't do that emotionally? They can't get past the, just cutting them out of their lives.
Well, I think the biggest thing is you have to acknowledge that you've been friend zoned.
Okay.
Which, as a guy, should be pretty obvious. Like, I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I think I figured it out pretty quick.
Some people like to play games and they want to keep them around just for the attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Which happens a lot.
I think a lot of people do know,
I guess just
and they're
when,
just in denial.
When
I know
nothing,
one of those right now.
Like
You're in one.
Like more physically romantic happen. Like, you could just be holding hands or whatever, sitting really close. Like, just that stuff usually never happens when you're being friend zoned.
Cop a feel.
Yeah, you can't cop a feel friend zone. Well,
so what's the best advice you can give to somebody?
I don't know. Just if she's not like, just stop being used. I don't know.
All right. Well,
I think my situations I always really knew.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have the effort for it.
Okay. So let's talk to the guy who's been friend zoned the most. Caramel?
What the fuck are you talking about? I can only remember probably 2 occurrences where I was actually friend zoned.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm.
One was in high school as well. And like, it's anytime you think about the friend zone stuff now, like after you're over all that stuff, you kind of just you just cringe. It's like really cringe-worthy. Like I was one of those guys that was in denial. And like I kept saying, if I'm just nice or blah, blah, it'll just happen, right? Or just got a boyfriend now, but it's not gonna work. Like stuff like that. I spent money on this chick.
Wow.
And then it just that was like a good lesson right there.
They're important life
It's
lessons.
a very important lesson.
But you gotta learn them yourself. No one can teach them.
Yeah,
That one
true.
I never got out of, obviously. And then the second one, I got put in. And it's kind of the friend zone, and it's kind of not the friend zone because I'm still dating this person now. Like I'm dating this person, and then
So how's that not? So you've basically gotten out of the friend zone.
I got out of the friend zone with this one.
Okay.
Wait. Did it started?
It didn't
as-
start as the friend zone.
Okay.
No, it did start as the friend zone.
No, not the current one.
Okay.
It because we broke up at one
Okay.
point, and then became friends again. But then I don't know if it was the friend zone because in
I don't think that's a friend zone.
So I guess the one major one was the one that I was talking about before. The other one's probably kind of iffy if it actually is no. Have I put anybody in the friend zone? Other than the grade school stuff where it's just the like that.
What is that, Japanese porn?
Like I heard so and so likes you,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'm not really.
Yeah, it's like that. Same thing. It's like
That's cool.
it's like-
But it's girls that I just didn't think looked good, and I was
So not good looking.
it's not good looking in my eyes, and more mature instances where I put somebody in the friend zone. In the breakup period that I was with the current one, I was seeing other people, and one of the people that I went out with once, I just kind of didn't hit it off. She kind of did something that kind of turned me off on the whole thing, and then I kind of just
she
tried to
proved
stop.
she was legally of age.
No, she lied about something.
Oh,
And no. Anyway, she lied about something stupid, but it was after the first date. So if you're gonna lie about something stupid like that, why am I gonna deal with you in the first
Yep.
place, right? Why would you do that?
Honesty is important.
perfectly
And so
acceptable.
I started. I didn't want to be too mean, so I kind of was just like, yeah, that's cool, and she's like, we should hang out again. Like, yeah. She's like, you want to go on dinner, or you want to go and see this? You want to go and do this? And I'm like, oh, I'll have to see. And
I don't think that's so much of a friend zone if you went out.
if
on
I'm
a
trying
date.
to avoid them.
No, like you've gone on a date.
I did go out
So
on a date.
that's
There can't be
not a
anything
friend
romantic.
zone. I think
Well,
that's just I've gone out with them and they
I have
didn't
a
click with me.
I have a story about that though, because my friend did have that situation where he went on one date with a chick, and he really liked her, and she wasn't having it, and she just
Yeah,
wanted to
but
keep him as a friend,
don't
and he
think-
was really trying to.
I don't think that's considered a friend zone because she's giving you a chance and it just turns out that you guys aren't right for each other. Or
But he
you-
was still pursuing her when she
I
didn't want anything.
understand, but that can happen all the time. But she's giving you a chance, so it's like a friend. I consider a friend zone when you meet somebody
And they have no interest
you
to
hang
begin
out,
with?
and yeah, no interest.
To begin with.
And
To begin with.
nothing
No.
romantic happens.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
dates.
she has no romantic intentions. Period.
No
If it's the
dates.
first date or something, you meet a girl. There's potential for romance, and they kind of open up a little more. It's just a little different situation, I think. I don't know.
My thought was always it's one-sided. It's always been one-sided friend zone. She doesn't want to have anything to do with somebody that actually wants to pursue.
Yeah,
I
but she
didn't-
never gives him a chance.
And she never gives him a chance.
Yeah, that's the friend.
but-
Yeah,
But that was
But
after.
she gave him a chance.
She gave him a chance, and that was.
I think for
after.
friend zone, just from the very second,
From the-
like,
Okay.
there's
Like
there's
get-go.
no chance.
And I guess to get out, you have after the mentality of really getting that cringeworthy experience. I kind of realized you see where it's heading, and you just avoid it. You can, if you want to be friends with them, that's perfectly fine.
Can a male and a female be just friends? Purely platonic friends.
Oh, that's a totally different topic.
That is a different
That's what I'm
topic.
talking about. I would say yeah.
Different topic. Okay, well we'll save that for later. So go on.
Because I have had discussions about that. I think to get out of the friend zone, you just have to get into the mentality of accepting that situation. Cut your losses, and don't keep trying, because the digger it's like quicksand. The harder you try, the deeper you're falling in, right?
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What about the people who got put into the friend zone
And
and
then got out?
they invested maybe like months, years into getting out, and they've succeeded. Now they're with the person that they've been pursuing all this time. What about those times? Should they not have tried? Obviously, it paid off for them.
It paid off for them. I think that is, to be quite honest, a waste of time. Why would you don't need to be with you don't need to pick that one target and think you're only going to be happy with this one target.
But you're talking about them like they're targets.
Okay.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
But emotions come into it, right? Like, you love the person, and it's not so easy to just say, all right, I'm not going to be with you anymore because, I want to explore my options.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if you went to your girlfriend and be like, I'm going to explore my options because you don't give me enough. It's not so easy because you love her, right? So
I don't know the people that put in, you're saying years, that's a little too much.
People have, we know people who have, right?
I know, but it just seems like I guess to me, it's not for me. I guess it depends on the person. Like, everybody's entitled to do whatever they want. If they want to do that and they manage to get out, kudos to them. You made the dream happen. You accomplished it. I don't think it happens all the time. I think it's very
more
rare.
the exception.
I think it's so rare, and then there's so much opportunity, like so many opportunities to meet someone else that you would get along with just as well, if not better.
Yeah.
I feel like people, when they do that, they're actually missing out on a lot of stuff.
It's true. I agree.
Yeah.
But if they're happy now in the long run, then I can't
but
say.
I wouldn't bank on it, because if she doesn't give you a chance early on, chances are she's not going to give you a chance.
Yeah, that's kind of my mentality. Like, you basically, when you know, right? If it takes them years for them to know, I don't know if they actually know. I think they're just
Jerome's dying.
tired.
Okay, so
give it up.
I'm hearing noises out of Jerome. I haven't heard.
And
So
go.
The problem I have with that too, if you're chasing someone for that long, you have now put them on a pedestal that cannot be reached by anybody else. When you've been chasing that girl, in our sense, would be chasing a girl for that long, you've put her this high. Any other girl that you meet, doesn't matter about her looks or personality, you are now comparing them to this person. And like you said, you're potentially missing out because you're like, yeah, she's really nice, she's really pretty, but she's not so-and-so. And you do miss out because you put them so high, but the only thing you've seen from them is what they're like as a friend. And if it does turn into something more when you've put in the effort, and now you get to see them what they're like as something more, the chances that it's going to turn out exactly the way you want or be what you expected or what you've been looking for is really low, because you are used to them as this friend. Mm-hmm. And when you see that other side and it's like, I don't know if I can handle that. Like, you're very needy. You're very like, you want to be there all the time. And I was happy being friends, but now you want to do everything together. Maybe there's no separation, or maybe they want to like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to have my freedom. And you're like, well, it's not the same as when we're friends. You kind of put them in a category where you've set an expectation and you're like, please come to that level. And if they don't, it ruins it. You ruined everything. Like, you can't go back to being friends. Everybody else now, it's going to be you've made that comparison that they have to live to this standard now of this imaginary person that you created, and it ruins it. It ruins you in terms of relationships, because now you have a standard that no one can possibly live up to.
okay, so then what do you think is the best course of action for someone to do in that situation?
One, you do need your friends, because your friends can give you an objective opinion, not about that person, but about what you're doing. They see, like, you're putting all this effort, you're spending money on them, you're saying, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Even if they're going to these places with you, but they're seeing it as a friend thing, your friends can point out to you, like, what are you getting in return? Like, is this person initiating any outings? Is this person wanting to spend time with you? Are they spending any money on you? They can tell you, and you're like, well, they make me laugh. And, no. Your friends are the best people, close friends, are the best people to show you that, are you wasting your time, and should you get out of this now before you spend years? And
so what about people who are in the situation where they think that something could happen, but the other person strings them along, whether it's to get attention, get stuff, I don't know, and they're saying, oh, you're a great friend, but they keep stringing you along like, oh, hey, you know what, we should go get a drink sometime. And then when you actually go, like, oh, no, never mind. Find another guy. So what advice would you guys give to someone in that situation?
That's tough because
The back of my hand.
yeah, that's tough because for them they're gonna be like, well, you know, we spend a lot of time together. They're gonna see like that's a telltale point of a relationship is spending time together, and that's gonna be a hard time to convince that person you're not getting.
Just
anything
make
out
them
of
watch
this.
that movie Friend Zone, or Just Friends. What's his
Friends.
name? Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, it's a good movie.
That's pretty good for
Ryan
just
Reynolds?
I gotta watch
him.
that
And there's
movie.
that blonde girl. I don't remember her name.
It's a good movie.
Anyways, I'll watch it. But
But
Yeah.
it's very hard to convince those people because those people always think everything they're doing is getting them one step closer when there are actually no steps at all. It's just you're just going down this and this person's leading you on because they have nobody else right now and you're filling a role. Like those are the people who are having their cake and eating it too. It's like I have a boyfriend, but I don't have a boyfriend because I can still go date whoever I want. But when I'm alone, this person's going to be there to go out to dinner. This person's going to be there to watch movies with me. This person's going to be able to buy me all these things. As soon as I find somebody,
toss it aside.
toss it aside. I've actually been in a situation where I've been friend zoned and put someone in the friend zone at the exact same time.
Same person?
No.
Okay.
It was two sisters. I was interested in one sister. The other sister was actually interested in me. They're not twins, but they're 1 year apart. One sister was trying really hard, making it very obvious, like would come sit on my lap, would bring me food, would do all these things, and the other sister would kind of like, oh hi, hey, oh I gotta do this, I gotta do something, and I would ask her out all the time. She'd be like, oh hey, and like I said, it was not until a friend came and told me, he's like, do you know why so and so never gives you the time of day? I'm like, I don't know. Because she knows her sister is interested in you, and
She can't go with you.
she without telling you outright, get lost. She can't do anything. She didn't even give you a chance. Whether she was interested or not, she's not giving you a chance. So, and it's not like this younger sister was ugly. She didn't have a bad personality. It was just like, oh, I'm dead focused on this one.
Oh, what you can't have.
That kind of situation. The other one was pretty nice. Like, if I had her now, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's like the same thing, like the bro code. Like you don't go out with someone else's ex-girlfriend.
Exactly.
You don't go out with the
But-
guy your sister's interested in.
I friend zoned that younger sister so badly.
So hard all night long.
And Valentine,
It's even worse because she sat on your lap, so she got a taste of the goods.
She used to sit on my lap constantly and put her arms around me, give me hugs, just leaning on me, sleeping on me. And I just,
man.
I gotta go, class time.
Bad person.
This, horrible. Valentine's Day is the worst because I actually bought a rose for the older sister.
This is one of those cringe moments.
Oh
coming
man,
on.
it's so bad. And
one of those
she was
cringe
kind of just
moments.
like, oh, thanks. And the younger sister found out, and I got slapped for it because she bought me a rose.
Oh,
And I knew, and the thing is, I knew it in advance that she was gonna buy me a rose because someone told me.
You didn't give her sister the same rose. Did
No,
you?
no.
Okay.
Not too
I'm like, then you deserve to be
That'd
splashed.
have been efficient though, but no, I didn't go that far. Yeah, it was bad, and I got asked by other friends like, "Okay," because I could have pulled off the try, fail, consolation prize and not really got lost. The younger sister didn't care. She kind of knew I was going after her older sister, but because her older sister was kind of like pushing off, she was fine with that. She's like, okay, well, that was my chance. He's going to get rejected. I didn't take rejection.
You didn't take a hint.
I didn't catch a hint. I kept going, and the older sister's like, I don't want to be rude to him. How do I just get rid of him? And yeah, I made that situation really bad. I really don't know how you can, if it's you, you've got to realize if you're putting in a lot of effort, match up what you're doing. Are you getting the same amount in return? It's got to be close. It may not be exactly equal, but I mean, if you're going out and buying roses on Valentine's Day and all you're getting is a, oh, thanks, and they walk away, or you're getting them gifts, you're getting them chocolates, you're suggesting outings, and if they go on it because they're stringing you along, evaluate what happens on this outing. Do you hold hands? Do you sit close? Do you make out? What's being said? And when I say what's being said, don't misinterpret words as, oh, that was a compliment, I'm getting there or something. No, like,
So
it's got to be...
Friends is what you're saying. Have your friends
evaluate. Tell them word for word. Do not interpret what happened. Tell them word for word what happened. Let them decide for you. Well, not decide, but let them tell you their perspective.
Advise you, yeah.
But it's very hard at that point where whatever they say, you will be very resistant to everything
True.
they suggest.
It is very true,
right?
because you don't want to hear the truth.
Because your feelings are now being played with. Okay. Anyone else?
I think
Have
everyone
any-
should carry on a life blogger and just record what happens.
The friends just gotta stick with it. Cause like I had a friend of mine recently. He was in a relationship for like 5 years, and the girl just wasn't interested anymore, and you could really blatantly tell. And I just told him over and over again, like, this is gonna end soon, man. Like, I know it's really bumming you out because you're so locked into this relationship, but like, it's going to end. And he's like, no, I can work it out. And at the end, once it all was over, said and done, like, he's like, so glad you kind of gave me a heads up because it wasn't as bad in the end. But I think just if you know someone is being friend zoned, just stick with it as much as they don't like you or your opinion. Yeah, stick with it because they'll forgive you.
For the benefit of your friend, right?
You gotta help them.
That's true. If you consider them a friend,
Help them.
keep at it.
I don't know any magic secret to actually get out of the friend zone to success.
Yes.
That's the thing.
I don't think there is a secret.
There's
There's no right answer.
they
for
have to
everything.
want-
It's a case by case basis.
Well, you could eliminate all the competition. Because if they've got nothing else to go for, it's like, oh, we'll leave here. Let's go.
My thing is, if you're interested in someone, you shouldn't have to do 10 times what you would normally do for anybody just to make them interested in you. If they don't like you for who you are or show some kind of interest without you doing anything, then there's an issue there. You shouldn't have to be buying them things for them to start, oh, I never looked at ZHAN in that way. Like, it should be, I spend time with you, we just do whatever, maybe even doing what friends do. And if there's a spark, you should feel it. You shouldn't have to do anything out of your ordinary routine or ordinary being to get that person to like you. Because if that's the case, you're going to have to keep doing that.
It's like the equal and opposite reaction thing. It's like a relationship is equal attraction from both sides. So if you're not getting like the equal from the other side, then it's not going to happen. It's not a relationship. It's just wasted energy.
Okay. So I'm going to ask another question now. What do you think is the most common reasons why someone, we know for guys, why you would put someone in the friend zone or why you've been put into the friend zone?
It's usually because someone's attracted to someone else.
I think attraction is
I
like
think it's
usually
one-sided
just
attraction.
someone is not attracted to you
Yeah.
or vice versa.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I think
But they may not be ugly, but
Well,
just
like-
from in that person's
Yeah.
Like
opinion.
when you're
There.
you're like tractor beam on someone, that's what you want.
Yeah.
And you just everyone else kind of falls by the wayside. It's like when you first start dating girls, like usually if you're single, like you're like look at her and look at her, look at her, and then when you're in a relationship, it's like I don't even know who's around me.
I think for younger people too, though, and you guys probably agree too, when you're younger, it can be a lot of peers too. Like you can have your opinion of who's attractive and who you're attracted to, but then also if your friends, a lot of your friends are also saying about the same person, she's attractive. That kind of raises your opinion of that person as well. So a lot of times if you find someone attractive and everyone's like, oh, that girl's ugly, everyone else is saying that girl's ugly, your opinion of her kind of lowers a
But
little bit.
that not just when you're younger. That's everywhere at any age.
True. Yes. Other people's opinion can affect your opinion of
Yes.
that person.
Although when you get older, you're more just
You stop liking people, and then you don't care what their opinion is.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it is.
you take their opinions more with a grain of salt, with experience, life experience.
Yeah.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think? What's your way of...
did you even
Zahn didn't tell
Oh,
us
wait,
his
you didn't
story.
go. I'm sorry. I forgot you were here. You just asked a
I
question.
do not get friend zoned because I'm awesome.
Oh,
And
okay.
no, I like everybody, I don't even know when I was. I think sometime after college, I was friend zoned by like a girl. I think. Yes.
A girl?
Yes.
Was this
You think it was a girl or
was
was
this
it a
Taiwan?
guy?
What? I don't know. I'm trying to think when I was. I don't quite remember. I didn't get friend zoned very often, but I did. I'm sure I did. And I put a few girls in the friend zone, mostly since high school, because that's when I started like hitting puberty and stuff.
Well, that's when WoW, you started playing WoW. It's like, I don't have time for you, woman.
No, that was before I played WoW. I was very skinny and quiet and shy in middle school, and then I blossomed in high school, and so more girls were interested. But I don't know, I wasn't interested in them, and that's it. There's just a few here and there. But yeah, I think the best way to get out of a friend zone is you have to, like, as hard it is to say, you have to cut off contact. Like you have to say, like, look, I'm interested in you, and if you're not interested in me, then we have to break off this friendship, because as hard as it is for you, like, I can't have just being friends, because I always want more than that. And to be fair to everybody, I need distance. Like, it may sound selfish, but you have to be a little selfish in that respect, because you got to take
It's
care
your
of yourself.
happiness, of course.
Exactly,
You have to.
yes. And she may say, like, oh, what about me? Well, you want what you want, I want what I want. So,
Like, these things are blue. Come on.
like, I think it's going to hurt. It's going to be tough. But in the long run, it'll do you good.
I actually did one of those. I did the ultimatum.
Yeah?
Oh my
I did
god.
the ultimatum. I did the ultimatum. This person lived about an hour away, and I left work and I drove to their house.
Oh.
And we talked, and I said, I can't do this. I can't be friends. I'm like, we're either going to try this out or we don't ever talk ever again. And that person was speechless. They're just like, I don't know what you want me to say. I can't agree to this just to keep you as a friend. And I got up and I walked out of their house, and I haven't spoken to them since.
Do you regret that decision?
Yes, I do, because they were actually a good friend. That
Did
girl
you
was-
cry on the way back to your car?
But
I was very disappointed because I actually, in my mind,
Did you cry?
I didn't cry.
Oh.
In my mind, though, I went there thinking this is gonna work. This ultimatum is gonna work.
I can't take it right
And I got out there and I'm like, this so failed. This failed
No, but-
miserably.
I'm going to play this out. If let's say you stayed friends with that person. Was it guy or girl?
Girl.
Okay. So, I'm just kidding. So, let's say you stayed
There's
friends with
nothing
them.
wrong with that.
Do you think you would have ever gotten over them in a romantic view? Like, my guess is no.
No.
And at that point, will you be with your girlfriend now, considering you're always still trying to latch on to this person who you can't get?
No. Because, and this is kind of weird to say, after that, I didn't care. So
You didn't care about...
I didn't care about trying. I was like, I went into a meet as many people as possible mode. Not to date, not to just sleep with, that happens. But it was just, I didn't care what happened. If something happened, sure. If I wanted to try it out, I tried it out. I didn't care. If I was attracted, I still didn't care. I just, whatever. And to be honest, that's how I feel like I got to the point I am right now. Is the relationship right now is great, and it's because I didn't care. I just let it happen on its own. I didn't force it I didn't give any ultimatums. Worst decision ever.
Well, no,
But
in hindsight now, do you still regret giving that ultimatum?
No. It hurt and it didn't go the way I wanted, but
In the
I
long
think
run.
I'm better off because I might. Well, not that I wouldn't be in that situation because that person I think is actually with someone now, but it would have hurt more that the end to that situation would be her dating someone else. That would have been her more
The
hurtful.
ultimate rejection.
That's the ultimate rejection, where it's basically like, not only do I want you, I want this person instead of you. Would have hurt a lot more than me saying, date me or we're done. Can't believe I actually did that. That was I actually
Yeah, so
thought that.
the way you went about that may have been
The
wrong.
wrong.
Like it shouldn't be an ultimatum. It should just be, I'm in this situation to tell you that I don't think this is gonna work out. This,
No, I went there like I am challenging you and I'm going to win this.
How far of a drive was it?
This is an hour and a
Oh
half drive.
my
And I went into her house. No, none of her family were there. Her 3-year-old sister was there. Who was in love with me, and during this conversation was using me as a jungle gym. And I'm having this conversation while this 3-year-old's like sitting on me, climbing on me, playing with me, and yeah. So if this doesn't work out. Like, I don't think I could be friends with you. So, I mean, unless we're trying this, we can't be friends anymore. And then the room went silent. Obviously, the 3-year-old doesn't know what's going on. And it's like... And during that silence, that's like the longest silence ever. Because it's like, that's when you realize, this is not going
Yeah.
away. This is where it ends. Like... And then it's also the moment where you realize, like, either you take back that statement or you walk out of here. That's your only
Just gotta walk out.
That's our only two alternatives. And I walked out, and this person followed me outside and stood in the doorway with their mouth like dropped, because I guess they never expected that I would take it that far.
Yeah.
And I looked back at them they had this look on their face like they wanted to say something. Like, I don't know what they would have said, but
Let's still be friends.
maybe that's what she was gonna say, but I left. And
But in that case, you took care of yourself. And
it's true. I ripped the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really rip the Band-Aid off. I
It
kinda
sounds like
said-
you don't agree with what I'm saying.
No, I don't agree with the method, but I do agree with
the results.
the result. Like, just getting it. You
So-
need to make cut and dry effort.
What would you have done if you were in his shoes?
I probably.
Would have called her an hour and a half. My God.
I said I needed to do it face to face. Like,
How did you like survive getting there? I would the
Oh,
stress in my
man.
stomach with just thinking about
I was stressed. I left work angry. And I was like, I gotta do this face to face. I called and I said, I am on my way. And she's like, okay. Not telling you why.
Oh, you called her, man. Why didn't you just ask?
I couldn't do that over the phone. No, I said it had to be
It's a
face to
face-to-face.
face.
It's like breaking up. It's a
I-
breaking up with a text,
I know.
right? It's
Yeah.
not. It's not right.
It is a face-to-face
we
thing.
broke up as friends that day.
Man.
So no, what would you have done if you were at her house?
Oh, you guys
I
are
probably
both
would
crazy.
have actually just did it over the phone.
Oh yeah, just like we're
Just
not,
like
we're not-
calmly. Like, I wouldn't be angry about it. I'd just
I
be
would
like,
been
you
yeah,
know.
just be like,
No, but you're coming to this
I'd
from,
be like, hey, do you see
from an
this?
outsider's point of view.
Well, I
You have
would
no
have been.
feelings for this girl.
I would have been like, I would have explained. This is how I feel. Do you feel the same way? Because I have said the same thing where you did say I can't do this. Like, I can't be friends with you because I'm always going to feel this way. That I've said that before.
Yep.
So I would have that same stance. I can't be friends with you because I'm always going to have these feelings. And if it's not returned, then what am I doing? Because now it's going to be awkward. It's going to be completely awkward now after that moment, right? So
you would break up with a friend over the phone.
that's the thing.
Yes.
I wouldn't be looking at them as a friend then. Because Jerome said you're putting this person on a pedestal. I would have no intention of being friends with this person. I want to be more than friends, right? So it's kind of a sham of a relationship, of a friendship, right? So it's probably better for both parties, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Friend zone's
It's
complicated.
it's very
It's a
tough.
dirty.
So, but that
dirty
being
thing.
said, people need to assess their situation. So nobody who's watching this go give your friend an ultimatum that you're interested.
Don't
right?
go and
do not
bring
do
a
that.
rose.
Rip off the Band-Aid.
Like assess a situation, talk to friends, talk to people who know about the situation, and assess it based
I'd
on
say
individual.
talk to your friends.
Yes.
Don't talk to like yes man friends. Talk to the friends that will actually give you
Give you straight up
straight
answers.
up
Real
answers.
talk.
Just go to like r/relationships or something. Those people will give you some straight up advice.
I knew her better than everybody else. That's something you need to get out of your head real quick. Doesn't matter if anybody else knows her.
Yeah, friend zone.
You need an objective opinion.
I'm glad you shared that with us, Jerome.
That was very good.
That was a
Best
very good story.
stories
Fuck
of the
my
night.
life.
Yeah.
My heart can't take it right now.
So back to the story of the two sisters.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that since you went for one that wasn't interested, you got neither.
Yeah, I lost both.
Oh yeah, she slapped him.
Yeah.
Was that the end?
That was the end. After the slap, I couldn't even look in her direction. Failed miserably.
At least it wasn't in,
An hour and a
school.
half. Huh?
Like you weren't in class with one of them, were you? Because that makes it really. Oh my! That's even worse because now you have to spend the whole year with them, and I'm sure like they talk, right? So
That's funny.
everybody knows.
Oh, everybody knew. Everybody knew.
Oh shit!
I came into lunch that day to a group of guys and just pure laughs. And the laughing wasn't just of what happened. The laughing was we knew where this was going. Like a couple of them told me like, "What are you doing? You're chasing this one, and this one is practically like, what else does she need to do to show you? Like, she could literally just say the words like, take me, and you are like, huh, what?
Now that I think about it, I do remember a time in grade school. It's not like a long story like yours, but it's just basically I did tell somebody how I felt, and then she obviously declined, right? And then the next day I came in. It wasn't a laugh thing, it's pity. Everybody's like, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I felt so embarrassed and so bad.
Poor Caramel.
Oh my
That's
god.
That's a cringeworthy moment.
That is a cringeworthy moment. I completely forgot about that.
Oh my god.
That was bad. Pity is worse than laughs. I think I'd be more fine with people laughing at me than being
Well,
they're
depends.
kind of-
Friends' laughters are better.
Yeah.
Strangers' laughter are not better.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know. I felt really bad that day. It was brutal.
What I think we need a female's opinion. On
I'm
this.
pretty sure females do more friend zoning than
Yeah,
getting
so I
friend
think
zoned,
next time we should bring on a female guest and revisit this topic
Yeah.
and some other topics that may require female opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm kind of down now when I think about that.
You have to retell the story.
Oh no! Can I stand in another room while I'm saying this?
Oh man.
All right.
Oh, Jerome.
So, same question goes out to you guys. What do you think is the best way to, let's say, get out of a friend zone? And have you ever put anybody in the friend zone, or have you ever been friend zoned? And yeah, so
Share your cringe
Yeah, make Jerome
stories
feel better.
to make Jerome feel better and make AKEEM die inside. Oh.
You guys, if you want more, like and subscribe, or check out these videos over here to the left.
to the right.
To the right.
No, you're right. The other right.
Oh, yeah, it would be there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And cut.